Well, hello everybody, and welcome to, oh, wait a minute. Why am I starting this off? Aren't you supposed to start? No, never mind. Hi, guys! We're doing something a little different tonight. I am running, a game where I'm calling Middleton City. Joining me on this amazing trip into a city that no one's actually explored yet, well, we've got a black square over in that direction. That's, Nora Raestra will be joining us, hopefully soon. Next to the black square, Sham, we call him Cham. Cham, I've never actually realized if your name is actually Chameleon Ice or Chameleon Ice. Which one?
Chameleon Ice, but Chammy.
Chammy's way better anyway. Anyway, that's our artist and guy who likes to have a fro. Next to me in this direction, the one, the only, oh god.
Hi!
Yes, TG is here with us yet again.
You say that like it's such a bad thing. Hey, look on the bright side. For everybody but you, OPT, my ridiculous dice rolling is now on your side.
I mean, you're not wrong with this. And of course, next to him is the one, the only, Crimson Asvix, who once again has his camera off. But that's okay. How you doing, Grim?
I'm just fooling around with it, trying to actually correct it because, yeah, it was bad.
You can keep it that way. We're all perfectly okay with it.
Fair enough.
Hey, if I'm gonna keep my camera off, you'd have to turn yours off too.
Deal.
And the world was happier. So, let me give us a little quick introduction to what we're about to embark on. My first attempt at DMing Mutants and Masterminds. Middleton City. What is Middleton City? Well, it's a city in the middle of basically not much. It's one of those places people like to go, people like to live, and people don't like to stay. But we have people here who've decided to stay for reasons. Reasons of which they'll figure out and let you know themselves. But let's talk about today. Because it's about noonish, it's around 11:30ish. The sun is shining, the birds are chirping. Someplace entirely different, because it's pouring rain here. It's storming, it's pouring rain, and let me tell you what that's going to do. If you're outside, that's going to take a -2 to any perception roll, because it is pouring loud. If you're inside, it's only going to be -1 to any perception roll anyone rolls. But it's storming, it's pouring. There isn't an old man, because he's not snoring. Let's get you guys on the bank. There we go. All right.
The community bank.
Yeah.
Welcome to Genericsville, everybody.
Hey,
I've been here.
Indeed. So, anyway, the bank has a decent amount of customers inside of it right now because, it's lunchtime, but it's not quite lunchtime, so, we're, it's got a few
I
decent amount of
love
people
how
inside of it.
I love how the GM's descriptions are even vague and generic.
Oh, yeah, that's
it's
the point.
great.
This is the point. The bank itself is,
I'm just waiting for the bright flash of white light.
exactly. The bank itself is actually a pretty nice-sized bank for the fact that it's kind of not in the middle of the city, oddly enough. It's not the most popular branch of the community bank, but it is one that is used more often than not by people who are the working class because it is actually around the business district. So you tend to get a lot more business people inside of here. Which brings us to our first entrant. Harrison, welcome to the bank. What are you doing and where are you going?
Well, Harrison is going to be skulking around the bank, sticking to the shadows where he knows most people won't even pay attention to him, while all the while trying to keep his eye on people who, in his mind, would be okay short a few $20 bills. No, he's going to pay them back when he gets the means to eventually, but right now he just sort of needs it, so he's sort of eyeing people and seeing, who is okay if they're missing a couple of bills.
Alrighty.
They're done.
Well, let me tell you what you're going to see for free when you walk into the front door of this place. right away you're going to notice that there's not many teller windows open. In fact, there's only one, because, again, it's near lunchtime and everybody else is kind of left. You'll see there's a few people in line right now, but right at the moment, why don't you roll me a perception check? I'll tell you if you see anyone who is right for the pickings. Alright, so, as Harrison is looking around the bank, at the moment he is not really seeing anybody who is not going to notice missing some money. While there are a lot of businessmen inside here, it doesn't look like anyone is here to, say, deposit a lot of cash. It seems like everybody's here to do a business, like, mortgage or a business loan or something along those lines. Nothing that somebody's actually going to walk out of here with cash with either. Everyone is getting credit cards or just taking care of their accounts at the moment, but nobody has noticed you. And if they have, they haven't seemed to give you any kind of mind whatsoever, because you definitely don't look like the kind of person that they're going to care about.
The one time he's banking on that.
So, time passes a little bit, but doesn't go too long until Chet enters the bank. Chet, when you enter the bank, what do you do? And what are you doing when you enter the bank?
Well, the first thing Chet's doing as he enters the bank is he's kind of like look around a little bit, kind of survey what's open and what's not, and sigh and make his way towards the line for the teller.
Well, you're going to be about the third person in line. Do me a favor, roll perception check.
Will do.
You don't notice a darn thing different. So, anyway,
Okay.
Harrison, why don't you roll me some kind of insight check?
Some kind of insight check.
Yes.
We have more than one?
I don't know. Okay, so, Harrison, you spy this skunk that walks into the bank. Your eyes dart to him pretty much immediately. You think that this guy could be the mark you're looking for.
Harrison's also happy because he's not the smelliest thing in the bank now.
Thank you.
Anyway, Chet, you're standing in line. You hear some casual conversation, nothing major going on. The person second in front of you, because you're like third in line at the moment, I'm sorry. The person who's at the teller window right now is clearly arguing with the teller about his bank account and how it shouldn't have been deducted $1,000 for a late fee for reasons that which you just kind of lose after you don't care anymore. So, as you're standing there waiting, Travis enters the bank. Travis, what do you do when you enter the bank?
I go and, peek around. I'm looking to see if the bank manager's there, because I was actually here earlier and I got a new debit card and did some swapping of funds between my checking and savings. And I noticed that out of game, what month are we in for this?
I'm going to call it late spring, so let's go with May.
Okay. Well, I noticed that my bank card that I got earlier today said it expires in February 3 years from now instead of May 3 years from now, and I'm not happy with it because that totally throws off my schedule. So I came back in to get this replaced.
All right. So you're going to walk up to one of the, the waiting areas, I'm assuming, where the bank customers normally go to kind of just sit there and wait for somebody to tend to them, yes?
Yes, I sit down on the very, very edge of one of the comfy seats there and just start bouncing my knee up and down, up and down, up and down, just waiting as patiently as possible for Travis, for someone to show up and
gotcha.
Entertain his company.
Alrighty. Well, as Chet's waiting in line and Harrison is waiting in the shadows, the bank manager, in fact, does come out because he sees a customer waiting, and he's, was about to go to lunch, but sees you wait, and so he decides to come over. He looks at you. It's like, and well, when you see him, you'll notice something very peculiar almost immediately. As much as he's in a business suit, he also is wearing an eye patch, not unlike a pirate. But he looks down at you and smiles and says, "Sir, how can I help you?"
Well, I was here earlier and I got my debit card because it needed renewed, and I'm very peculiar about my schedule, and I actually had to rearrange my schedule to come back here today because I got the debit card today, and the debit card says it expires in February, and well, I'm getting it in May, so it should expire in May, not February. So I need a new debit card.
Oh, I see. May I see your card, sir?
He pulls out his card and sort of hands it, and the whole time his hand is like shaking.
Bank manager takes it for just a quick second, kind of looks at the back, and hands it back to you, and says, "I see. Well, that is quite peculiar, but we have had a number of computer glitches lately. So if you'll excuse me, I will go see if I can..."
Before you leave, could you possibly try to get me a debit card that ends in a 0 or a 5? It's much better for my nerves.
Sir, I will try to see what I can do for you. I can't make any promises, though, because, I'll be honest, I've never had a request like that, and I don't really control the numbers. But I will call HR, or not HR, I will call HQ, who deals with the credit cards, and I'll see what I can do.
Okay, do you know how much time that might actually take, so I can figure out the schedule for the rest of my day?
He kind of blankly stares at you with his one eye, and kind of sighs and says, I don't know. Give me 20 minutes and I'll get back to you, hopefully.
Okay, I'll just punch it into my my phone and try to arrange the schedule for the rest of my day. Thank you very much.
Yes.
And he totally goes down to his phone and doesn't hear anything else the branch manager may say to him.
He kind of stares at you for a little while, and then just turns and goes back into his office. I was going to have you roll an insight check, but after that, I'm not entirely certain if you would even notice, so never mind. Okay. So, anyway. So, Harrison, what... Alright, so anyway, the guy at the tellers finally storms off, and Chad is now the next person in line to go, right behind this nice old lady who is clearly there to make sure her son isn't withdrawing tons of money out of her account for drugs or something.
I thought she was there to deposit for the Christmas Club.
Or that.
Oh, I thought it was going to be the old lady from the Looney Tunes where
Yes.
she's counting her whole deposit one coin at a time.
I was going to say, yeah, this can't possibly take very long.
I have a deposit to make. It's $100 in pennies. 1, 2.
Tune in next week when the deposit finishes.
Right. No. However, that does seem to be taking some time. Harrison, what are you doing in all of this?
Well, I was keeping tabs on the skunk, but let's see if I noticed the twitchy gentleman over in the high octane area. Wow, I have rolled a 4, a 1, and a 3 on my perceptions, by the way.
We got our new dark.
Right? TG becomes a player and suddenly is our dark.
He loses his GM powers.
Right. So, if you do notice him, you don't notice him. It's one of those things, if you see him, your eyes just pass over him as you just keep moving on.
Yeah, well, it's one of those things where I see him, and it's like, No, not touching that.
No.
He'll notice everything. It's like, yeah, he's way too twitchy for me to try and steal from. Nope,
Dude.
nope.
Chet, as
Yes.
you're waiting in line, you hear a little something. It's a voice in your head. It's Marble, actually. It says, "You know, this is taking far too long. We have to get back. Do more. Don't you want to do more? Look at what we got so far."
It's a bank line. It always takes too long.
I mean, we could just take this right now and just go out more now. Why wouldn't we?
Because I'm already in line and I'm next. It can't possibly take much longer.
Are you talking out loud or are you talking in your head?
Talking out loud, though keeping it kind of low.
All right, that's up to you if I notice that. Then.
You don't, and blame the rain for it. You know what? I'll tell you what you do know. You notice his mouth kind of gently moving, but you would associate it with possibly just breathing out of his mouth for whatever reason.
He's a skunk. Of course he's breathing out of his mouth.
He doesn't...
I gotta keep a checklist of this.
Right. He doesn't
What, skunk
just...
jokes?
He doesn't smell just because he's a skunk. He has to spray everyone first.
Or get wet because of the rain.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, wet fur
Yeah,
smell.
I mean,
Oh, boy.
Wet fur? Come on.
Hey, not bad on that one. All right. So anyway,
I just can't keep track of all this money I have bulging out of my pockets. I gotta take care of this.
You're just inviting me to try this sleight of hand, aren't you?
So as you're as the old lady in front of the teller's line is doing like her thing, and it's clear that she only has one question and is about to leave, until the teller looks up and says, "Oh darn! Oh shoot! My computer reset again. Oh, I don't get to sit here and wait for it to reboot. It takes like 20 minutes." She doesn't look over to tell you any of this stuff.
Do I hear her say that?
Well, you do, but it's her. She said her computer, so. But yes, you do hear her say that.
Oh, that's just your computer, right? That doesn't mean that the whole system's done, right? Because I can't stay here 20 more minutes. I really need to get going.
It takes her a bit to realize that you are actually talking to her, and she looks over and she says, "Oh, I think so. I don't know. I just my computer just kind of shut down for reasons I'm not entirely sure of."
Okay. As long as it's your computer, I mean, I could probably help, but you don't want my help. I don't work here anyway.
Yeah, sorry. We can't. Sorry, no, can't do that.
I mean, if it would make the line advance a little faster, I wouldn't be objected to it.
Oh, I don't think the boss would like that very much. We wouldn't want a non-employee back here. Everybody roll me an insight check. Well, Harrison, are you actually paying attention to this?
I'm paying attention to the skunk, so yes.
Okay, fair enough. Harrison's the only one who's going to notice this, and I'm going to give him bonus for this because he kind of knows seedy people a little bit more, I think.
Well, would you prefer... Well, how about this? Instead of rolling that, let me roll streetwise.
Better. Forgot you had that.
How about
Okay,
that instead?
So, Harrison, you're the only one who's going to realize that she seems way more nervous about the idea of letting somebody who isn't an employee come back there than a normal person would.
Well, because he's there to do something seedy, he's going to file that away for later, and just... Because at this point, he doesn't believe anybody has seen him yet, which... As far as he knows, no one's seen him. So he's sort of happily sort of skulking there behind the pillar, waiting. And now that, in his mind, the skunk and the teller are having a conversation, he's going to try and pilfer the pockets.
Absolutely.
So this is going to be, 23 is my sleight of hand check because I have skill mastery.
Mm-hmm.
You're just going for it, okay.
I also have skill mastery stealth, which is also a 23. So, roll your perception check to notice me.
My perception check? Oh, this is going to be a...
I'm trying to steal from you. Woo. And as the GM, what do I get away with?
Well, here's the thing.
It doesn't have to be money. I just whatever is in his jacket pocket that's closest to me is what I'm pilfering.
Then
so Harrison kind of walks up, does whatever he's gonna do. You tell me how are you gonna do? You just walk by and tell me how you do this. And do you do the old bump into? Oh, sorry.
Nope, not gonna do the old bump into because I'm still basically. If you ever been to a bank sometimes and they have like the sort of ornate pillars,
Yep.
I'm sort of like leaning up against the pillar, and as he sort of walks by, leaning as he's sort of talking to the teller, hey, let me help with the computer, just sort of reaching in and grabbing.
Gotcha. So, you reach in. When you come out, you've got a wad of cash. Chet, after
Yes,
about
sir?
a few minutes, you notice that one of your pockets seems to be lighter than it was before. You didn't see who did it, but you definitely realize about half the money that you had is now missing.
Oh, that's not good. That's doubly not
Yeah,
good.
yeah. For the record, it immediately goes into several pockets, including 2 hidey holes in his boots where the daggers normally go, because he's not bringing daggers into a bank. And
Well,
Yeah.
well, Chet will
And now-
check his pockets for holes, but...
Right.
and now the fun part is trying to escape.
So, Chet, you start hearing a voice in your head again. How did you lose that? How could you possibly lose it? You were standing right there.
Chet actually raises his voice. It was there a minute ago! He looks around kind of wildly, like on the floor, like around the people behind him.
I mean, of course it was. The guy stole it from you.
What guy?
I didn't
Which
see
guy?
him. I just know because I was watching. I wasn't going to tell you.
Thanks!
You're the idiot who let him steal it from you.
A little help will be nice.
Well, he's still here, probably. Good luck, though. You're
Thanks.
gonna need it.
I'm going to slowly move from shadow to shadow, heading towards the door.
Go right ahead.
And Chet immediately starts looking around, like steps out of line, like he's got to find this money. This is kind of imperative to him.
Krim, you noticed Chet is absolutely in panic right now. You don't see Harrison, though.
excuse me, is your computer still down? Is that why you're freaking out? Because I mean, I really gotta go. I really gotta go. I have other stuff to do. I mean, did you happen to see a guy with an eye patch?
Oh, who are you talking to? The teller?
Chat.
Oh, Chet.
Yeah. No, but did he look suspicious to you? Was he maybe a thief, like a pirate? Eye patch.
To be fair, everyone looks suspicious to me.
That's helpful and not helpful. Did you see anybody maybe go into my pocket as I was in line there?
To be honest, no. I was finishing another game of Sudoku.
Well, okay, then I hate to interrupt you, but I think somebody might have taken something from me. And wait a second, how long have you been here?
19 minutes and 41 seconds.
Yeah, okay, now I'm gonna stand by the door. If you see anybody that's going to start heading towards the door and look suspicious, like, let me know. I think somebody stole something from me, okay?
Okay, I'll keep an eye out for you.
Thank you very much. And Jen immediately heads towards the door.
So, Harrison, how are you going to get towards the door with the skunk going towards the door?
Well, as soon as he sees that, he's going to put on the brakes and look around and find the bathroom.
Ooh, I like this. All right. So, gosh, actually, I have to look at my map to see if there is actually there is not a public restroom.
In the bank?
No, because it's a bank. They don't serve food. It's not that large of a branch.
I didn't know that was a thing.
I mean, there's restrooms. They're just not public restrooms.
I was gonna say, they
Oh.
might be employee-owned.
So,
All right. Is there a
Yep.
second
Yep.
entrance / exit, or is a one entrance only branch?
one entrance for all the public. Obviously, there are fire exit doors. If you wanted to set an alarm off, you would absolutely be able to just run out one of those doors. Or at least so you think. But basically, in order to get to a secondary exit or hide someplace in a different room, you're going to have to get into the employee-only area. Which is kind of in the open, but that's up to you if you want to try.
Right now, we're just gonna stay hidden.
Alright, then.
Are there any security guards?
You're going to be very surprised to hear this. No. You don't see any kind of guards anywhere. This actually may strike you as slightly surprising.
Probably a little bit. Security cameras, maybe. But...
At exactly 20 minutes, Travis, the bank manager returns.
Good. You're back. Were you able to resolve that?
Looks at you and says, unfortunately, my computer went down. Apparently it's an entire bank-wide thing, but, don't worry, I'll take your information, and I will see that this gets fixed properly.
Okay, do you think you could have a teller, just be able to take me, quickly so I can get some money to at least, help me the rest of the day?
Well, unfortunately...
That way you can keep my debit card.
What? Oh, yeah, no, that's absolutely fine. However, we only have... our tellers are mostly at lunch right now. We don't normally have a lot of people around here at this time. And her computer is apparently booting up. So, it'll be a few moments, but if you want to just stand in line, I'm sure...
No, I don't have time for that.
By the way, you notice there's no one else in line? It's just the old lady who was standing up there first, because Chet left the line.
No, I know her computer's down, and she refused to let me help try to get her computer back up. So, I can't wait around. I don't know how long it's going to be, and I have other stuff to do.
Of course, sir. We'll be in touch.
I hope so.
Indeed. Anyone going to try to leave the bank?
I'm hoping to make sure nobody does.
Right.
I'm not leaving through the door where the skunk's at!
At this point, Travis, looks at his watch and, does a couple swipes on it, looks at the calendar on his phone, sighs, calls up his friend. Yeah, hey Sean, hey, can you push D&D back 30 minutes tonight? I'm caught up at the bank, and this is so annoying because I should have been there on time, and now I won't be able to. But if I don't stick around and get my debit card, I'm not going to be able to get us pizza for tonight. So I'll be there. We just have to start 30 minutes late. Is that okay?
Fine.
You are told that it's perfectly fine.
Okay, thank you. He goes up to the skunk that's standing by the door. Excuse me, look, I don't normally do this, but I really hate to be late for things, and I don't have my debit card, and, well, we don't know how long their systems are going to be. Do you happen to have, $20 you could spare me? Just let me know where you live, and I'll come back and I'll pay you with interest and everything.
Well, I really would like to help you. Money's a little bit tight and kind of important right now, so gonna have to say no to that right now.
Okay, well, thank you anyway. Why are you standing by the door?
Because somebody stole my money, and nobody's leaving here until I find out who did it.
Well, that's not going to work out for my schedule.
Well, how about this? I'm not sure how comfortable you are with your schedule being interrupted by searching your pockets. Empty them for me, please.
Travis turns his pockets inside out, opens up his wallet to where the money would be, and he has no cash on him. Just his license, because he doesn't even have his debit card.
No, sorry. The bank manager gave that back to you. Retcon that. I meant to say that.
Oh, the debit card?
Yeah, because he's got your account information.
Okay. Well, okay. So it has my license and my debit card.
Right.
Wait, you can't use the debit card to buy your pizza?
I told them to turn it off.
Oh.
Because the debit card's not right. The information's not right. I mean, it should say May, and it says February, and that's not right. So I need a new debit card. So I don't want my current debit card being used.
Makes perfect sense. Perfect sense.
Hold on. And I pick up no sarcasm there.
No,
by the way.
not at all. Not at all. Not even a little bit.
Alrighty, so I looked this guy over briefly. I'd imagine I'd say, you probably look pretty trustworthy. But, fine. Chet says to you that, fine, you look fine, go on, I'm not gonna keep you. I respect a man who plays D&D.
I hope you find your money, because, well, it sucks not having access to your money. So I hope you find your money.
Thanks for that, friend.
And with that, Travis starts to walk outside.
As you go to the door, you attempt to open it, because it's just a normal glass door, which you would just pull open. It doesn't open.
I sort of bang on the door a little bit. No, I'm not good for my schedule. Not good for my schedule.
Roll perception.
Excuse me, Mr. Skunk. Did you lock the door?
I wish. No. I didn't lock the door. Maybe try pushing it instead.
Travis, roll a perception for me real quick. Never mind.
I just know it's locked and I'm freaking out.
Okay, stand back, Sunshine. Let me handle this. I go up the door and I try to open it up.
Okay, so you get the same thing. It doesn't open for you at all. Roll a perception check.
Will do.
Like, this is the one time, like, Travis's OCD would be perfect for this.
Can I? I'm rolling a perception check to watch these.
Go ahead, do it!
Fool.
Okay, so Harrison,
from my hiding spot, what do I see?
For wherever you are in the bank, for whatever reason, you notice that the door isn't locked, and yet will not open.
Oh, that's not good.
Cat thinks the thing is stuck, and so he keeps
Okay.
like trying to rattle it and pull it, and like, darn thing! Cheap banks!
And while Harrison is looking, trying to figure out the whole ordeal, Travis takes like 5 steps backwards and rushes at the door. And just bangs into it and falls over.
Yeah.
All right. Harrison is looking around for an alarm of some sort.
Oh, you see a fire alarm. Nothing happens. Which, I'm not even going to have you roll this. You knowing, like, Streetwise, you know that shouldn't be a thing either.
Oh, crap. Is the manager still outside, or is he back in his office now?
He is not only back in his office, he is on the phone, and he doesn't look very happy.
I have no method of hearing that.
No, you don't. Although, you do hear the teller, kindly tell the old lady that she should probably go sit in the nice, kind of chairs they have off to the corner. And, stay there. Which she does to do. She does. The teller looks, over towards the bank manager, who looks back at her. And you're all going to see this, if anyone's watching, you're going to see this for free. Both of them look very worried, as does any other employee who happens to be back there. which there's about like 3 or 4 others who are doing whatever people at a bank do that aren't tellers.
They bank.
They bank.
You just see, Harrison's just over in the corner, sort of looking at his dirtily gloved hand and being like, "This is gonna hurt like hell, but we're gonna need it."
Okay.
Jet's kind of looking to see what's going on with those folks back there, because he can't open the door, so he clearly wants to go to them for help.
Mm-hmm.
Travis sort of walks back into the bank, like scruffling his hair, trying to massage the little bruise he gave himself from running.
Harrison is going to do one of those as he sort of walks by where he is, sort of like the hand over the mouth, slink him back into the darkness sort of things.
Oh, who? Travis?
For Travis, yeah.
Okay. So you're going to grab Travis then. Okay.
Okay, Joe's gonna get the guy pour ice pack, but geez, that's kind of gone now.
Quiet. I know you're paranoid, but listen to me right now. Something very funky is going on at this bank, and I'm pretty sure it's about to get robbed. If you want to be a part of it, fine. If you don't want to be a part of it, you need to find a way out of here. The doors are locked, the alarms aren't working. You said you could fix the computer, can you fix the alarms? Try it.
Try.
Good. I'll keep watch, make sure no one catches you.
So, Chet, what are you doing during all of this?
Oh, I was gonna walk up to the tellers first to tell them about their door being kind of busted, and also possibly get an ice pack for the 4 gentlemen who rammed his head into it.
So, Harrison and Travis is off, like, I guess trying to repair the alarm? I don't even know where would you go for that?
I'm just trying to get him to see if he can fix the alarm, like the door alarm or the fire alarm, from where we are in the hallway.
Okay.
Keep in mind, I know you can fix them. I don't know where there has to be.
Fair enough, right.
Keep in
So,
mind, he's a
Travis,
15-year-old street kid.
Travis, do you have any kind of technology or...
I have a lot of technology.
Okay, roll your technology. Okay.
Apparently, I don't have good rolling skills, though.
Aww.
Dark has infected this entire game. So, so here's the thing. Even with that, you know for a fact that the only way you're going to be able to fix the alarms is going in the back where they keep the security set up and whatnot, if the alarms are even broken in the first place, which you can't quite tell because you're apparently way too distracted with what's going on to really get a good look at the alarm itself.
Well, I just look at Harrison and I'm like, I can't do anything with the alarms here. The wires are all connected, and there's no short over here. So if there's anything going on, it's with the actual alarm system back in their security office. So I maybe there's something going on back there, but
Yeah.
I couldn't even get in behind to fix their computers. I don't think I can get in there.
Yeah, about that. I would find a way to transfer your money from whatever account you gave them, because I don't think it's going to be safe. Something's very fishy about this bank.
Well, unfortunately, they said their system's down, not just their computer. So if their system's down, that means their website's going to be down.
Check anyway.
He pulls out his phone, goes to the community bank mobile app.
Yes.
Is the Wi-Fi working?
Well, he would have just through carrier signal.
Right. I mean, your stuff's all still there when you get on the site, because the site's up.
Okay. Well, the site's up, but I don't have anywhere to move the money to. I mean, maybe my PayPal, but I mean, that's not any. You know what? Let me just do my PayPal. So he hits a few buttons and pulls all the money out of his checking and his savings into his PayPal.
That works. Or at least, it comes up and says, okay, like, we'll transfer, and it lists tomorrow, because that's how those things like to do that. So, as all of you are fretting around, you will hear a very, very loud bang. Not like explosion bang, more like the bang of a door or something being burst open. Something like that, yeah. Thank you for that. From behind the employees area, basically. And as that happens, you also start hearing what sounds like a bunch of footsteps of people running inside. In fact, you see a good handful of people run inside, come into the lobby, holding what look like guns, but are way more techy than you're used to seeing, anyway. Two of them have larger guns, because of course they do. And a man in a business suit kind of follows in behind them, being flanked by a large, about a 7-foot tall rhinoceros. So he walks inside with you, and you hear the rhinoceros yell out, "Everybody stay where you're at!" Everybody in the bank freezes. At least everybody else does.
Travis does.
So Chet puts his hands up and he's like, okay.
So the man in the business suit steps up and says, "Ladies and gentlemen, greetings. My name is, shoot, hold on.
Nice to meet you, shoot. Hold
Yeah.
on.
Must be foreign.
Alright, sorry, I've got way too many names here.
That sounds Russian.
Do we really want to get... Okay. Greetings, friends!
Oh no.
I was kidding, but okay.
No. My name is Martin von Esther.
Sounds German.
That's what the point was. If you would all be so kind as to stay where you're at and don't interfere, none of you will be harmed. We are here to steal, but not from any of you. Just from this bank. So if you all cooperate, there will not be anyone harmed.
Late for the stealing thing.
This here, and he points to the rhinoceros, this is my bodyguard. His name is unimportant.
Oh, what important.
So, Travis almost asks, if you're stealing from the bank, aren't you technically stealing from us? But thinks better of it and doesn't say anything.
So, the rhinoceros starts kind of, and he has nothing, by the way. He's not holding a gun, but he looks really strong. So he starts directing people, like employees and whatnot. And one of them pipes up, it's like the bank manager, actually. He pipes up, and he starts, like, arguing, saying something along the lines of, How dare you come here? Do you know what this is? Do you know what's going to happen to you? And, as he's screaming that, one of the goons, if you will, points a rifle towards the guy and says, "Hey, excuse me, Mr. Portman is talking. Shut up, sir." I did say his name was unimportant. I meant his name is unimportant.
Oh, good. So Chet's quip was not untrue.
Exactly.
He's actually happy to know that now. Oh, jeez. Okay.
Well, yeah. So anyway,
Chet does try to shuffle off a little bit to the side to be both out of their way and hopefully somewhat out of their sight.
roll a perception check for me, Chet, and Chet only.
Not too hot.
Well, you do notice something. It's quiet.
Like unnaturally quiet?
Too quiet.
Actually, yes, it's too quiet in your own mind. Marble's not
I'm
saying
not sure
anything.
if that's good or bad.
For one of the first times since you've met the little guy, he's not saying anything.
That actually makes Chet rather nervous because either that means something bad's going to happen or something bad's going to happen.
So, after arguing with one of the employees, one of the little guys takes out his gun and fires at one of the employees. You notice that it basically electroshocks him and he falls to the ground unconscious, but not dead or anything like that.
Okay, that's good, because Chet was very panicked when the gun shoots. Chet immediately goes, ah! But if we realize that the person is not actually dead, he's a little bit less concerned.
Indeed.
But,
so what are you guys going to do about this? And as I'm actually going to move you guys into the inner side of the bank. Now, excuse me for this. It's the best I could find. I got us a floor plan.
Wow, that looks like an actual floor plan.
It is actually a floor plan. So,
Let's floor.
Indeed. So let's actually drop your guys' tokens onto here, shall we?
Alrighty. You doing it, or are we?
I think you can drop your guys' stuff on there.
Just drag your name.
Yep.
It's actually kind of funny because the waiting area is right by the manager's office.
Yep.
So it actually worked out.
It is also a little small, but I had to...
You said it was a small bank.
Well, I meant the actual size of the image. It's actually a little small.
Oh.
I had to zoom in a bit.
Okay, I can make it out.
Perfect. Okay. So, really kind of up to you guys if you want to do much of anything, or if you want to,
Well, considering at this point Travis is just a nerdy kid, he is currently in the fetal position in the corner of the office.
Gotcha. Well, at some point...
Yeah, he's hiding behind the younger, grubbier-looking kid, which is hilarious,
right.
by the way.
Well, as they're clearing the bank, basically, at some point, one of these guys is going to come up towards you and points his gun at you and says, "Hey! What are you two doing over here?"
Try not to pee myself.
Oh. Well, try not to pee yourself over here, in the open.
And if I refuse?
He cocks his gun and points towards you.
When he does that, Travis immediately gets up and sort of goes and cowers over next to the paper counter. Still in the fetal position,
Right.
just leaning up against the table.
Chet tries to go over there, and he sees the guy he recognizes from earlier, and tries to go over there and tell him to calm down, because the last person he wants to be twitchy is anybody in the situation.
Oh, that's cute. I think it finally, kind of adorable that the one time I'm actually noticed is by the guys with the guns robbing the bank.
He looks at you funny.
Normally I wouldn't bother, I'd just casually leave, but I'm the only one here who's going to make mistakes that they're going to atone for and be forgiven. You just need to atone, all of you. And as he starts to say this, his left hand starts to glow with a very eerie reddish-black aura.
Alright, as that happens, I want you to roll a perception check.
And we're back to the threes.
Well,
We are rolling d20s, right?
yeah. The fact of the matter
Think
is,
so.
you are standing directly in front of this guy, so I'm going to give this to you. As that starts to happen, the guy in front of you, instead of being surprised, well, he's surprised, put it that way. But instead of being like confused, you instead see the slightest hint of recognition.
So you tell me, what's it going to be? Are you going to atone or not?
Well, he kind of smirks and says, "Punk." And he fires his taser gun. So, I'm going to do that, and then we're going to put ourselves on the initiative here. Okay, if I've did this right, which I'm not saying I did.
Well, a 10's not going to hit, so
No, but I don't think that's supposed to be a 10. Hold on a second. Let me...
it's a base 8 to hit.
Actually, oh, yeah, I rolled a 2. Okay, so that is, yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
you rolled a 2.
I rolled a 2.
You rolled a
Okay.
2.
Okay, yeah, no, that is correct then. Alright, yeah, so, anyway. Alright, so, let me see if I can remember how to actually pull up the initiative window. No. Ah, turn order.
This is a bad time to ask, but is there AC in this game? Like, how do we know what does and doesn't hit us?
That would be your dodge and your parry. Add
Uh-huh.
10 to your base score.
Oh, okay, cool.
It will actually say dodge DC and parry DC right above where all those are.
Yep.
Alright, I don't know how to add, like, I mean, do I have to manually add people to this, or do you just hit initiative and it adds you automatically? Teach?
Can't hear you, Teach.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just push truck. Right click on them, add to turn order. There should be a thing you can do.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And then after it's up, if we just roll our initiative, we'll place ourselves.
Perfect. Alright, I'm only going to have one of each guy roll. Well, these goons, or these nameless robbers specifically, are going to have one initiative.
How dare you be reasonable?
And what an initiative they have.
Yeah, really, holy crap.
God damn.
I mean, I rolled a 19.
Yeah, I rolled my initiative, but I said there's no valid token selected.
Put your cursor over your token. Click it so you have the boxes up.
Uh-huh.
And then hit roll. There you go.
Ooh. Swanky. I can't use that 19 I had then. That's disappointing.
The heck? I rolled another 19.
It's those GM dice.
Apparently. I get to play with them now. What the heck?
I know, right? Now you know. See, it's not just me, guys. It's not just me.
Well, we need to petition Roll20 to correct their algorithms then.
Exactly. Yeah, it is 18. Alright. Don't know why that didn't add on here, but whatever.
Sometimes you just have to manually add them.
Yeah. Alright. Marvin. This is the guy who wanted to go first, and he's probably not. Okay.
What, he roll 1?
No, I rolled a 20.
Oh.
Hey, there we go. The slow guy is actually going to be slow. Wait, what happened to all my... Okay, sorry. I apparently have to go through and do this one by one. These guys first. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and give these guys dots too, just so we can keep everyone clear. That's not what I wanted. There we go. Everybody see the dots okay? Or the dot right now?
I see one.
There's a red dot and a blue dot.
Ooh, I hope there's a yellow dot next. Aw.
And a green dot. And a purple dot.
I specifically didn't pick yellow because you said that.
What about
I figured.
Pandora?
Okay. So, red guy blew his thing already.
Well, before you start, I'm actually going to be turning in my hero point to use one of my advantages.
Go right ahead.
Seize initiative, which means I go first.
Mm-hmm. Does that actually replace your initiative, or?
It replaces my initiative. It basically puts me to the top of the order.
Fair enough.
So basically give him a 28.
Exactly.
Oh, I guess I could do that too.
You can spend a hero point to automatically go first.
Yep, no, you're fine. I just didn't know if that, like, if you kept your place in turn order afterwards or not. I don't care. That's cool. Go ahead.
Next time, don't miss. As I said, you're going to atone. And as I say this, the red energy coalesces into this blackish red sort of pulse as I'm using Voice of Atonement. But I'm probably going to miss with a 12, because I rolled a 4.
What's that against?
That's a dodge.
Yes. Yes, that is a miss.
Yes, you'll notice that I have all of the notes here ranged cumulatively.
Oh, nice.
I had lots of time to type out all of my notes.
I appreciate that. All right, so. Ooh. All right, he went already. Oh, were you doing anything else? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to take that from you.
Oh, yes. I'm moving over here.
Okay. All right, so green dot is going to fan out a little bit, but he's not really going to do anything because he doesn't see anything. Just saw this guy shoot, so whatever. Purple dot is going to, I like how I just call him that, is also going to fan out a bit. He's just taking up area. Blue dot is going to not going to kind of hear and kind of watch the other two people they've got here. And that's going to be their turn. This goon, however, is in fact going to... I want to make sure I actually put this guy's ability in here before I do something silly. Oh wait, did I give him another one? No I didn't. Okay. So whatever. So he's going to point his gun at you. He's going to frown and he's going to fire what I have called his rapid laser fire attack.
23 will hit. Not by any tiers, though. No multi-attack.
Alrighty. So DC 25 toughness save.
No.
So basically, the gun was set to very, very low power. As he fires, you hear Martin say, "Hey! I said no one gets hurt!" The goon kind of looks frustrated. This guy's got his gun out, and he's just going to cover these two for the moment. Travis!
As of right now, Travis is sort of just sitting there quivering a little bit.
Alright. Marvin is, Marvin's going to look over at Unimportant and say, basically give him a nod, and as he is going to just walk off in 5, that way. Check.
Alright, first thing I do want to do, though, I want to use well-informed, because of my history as an investigator. I basically can do an investigation check to see if I can recognize this gang.
Okay. Go right ahead. Oh, is that a roll, or is that just a thing?
It's a roll.
Okay.
I'm checking right now.
I'm like, go ahead. Oh, wait, is that a thing that you just do, or is it just me?
Okay, got a 20 on that to see if I recognize this gang at all, basically.
No, you don't recognize this gang at all. Throughout your detective time or time as a private investigator or whatever. These people do not do not ring a bell as anyone you've ever heard of. You've definitely heard of this. You've definitely never heard of this Marvin Van Esther before, or Von Esther before. You don't know this Rhino, and you definitely don't know who these random people are either. Which by itself actually sparks a little something in you, or at least it should, because you should have heard of these people if they're as organized as they are. Oh, by the way, you know, I should totally put him on here. Let me do that real quick. Because I have the bank teller. Or the bank manager. This is probably going to be a mistake. It was.
Alright, oh dear. Oh, cool. I'm not sure what else I can do on my turn in terms of actions, but I did want to walk over to these guys, maybe, and just kind of try to say, like, hey, cool, he's a kid! Don't shoot the kid! Don't know what he did with his hands, but, like, he's just a kid. Give him a break.
Okay.
Would it be persuasion or anything, or am I just, like...
Why don't you go ahead? There's no diplomacy in this, right? You go ahead and roll persuasion.
Persuasion is diplomacy.
Right, yeah. Go ahead and roll persuasion. He looks at you and snarls.
Okay. I was gonna have Chet, like, walk up Rogue, like, for a moment and just kind of, like, be putting his hands out, but yeah, that looks pretty uninviting.
Yes. Hear a little voice in your head. That didn't work.
Oh, thank God you're back.
I didn't go anywhere. I was watching.
Watching for what?
I wanted to see how you were going to handle this.
Oh, okay. Well, thanks.
So far, you've done just as I thought you were going to. Terribly.
Alrighty, I tell the kid to quiet down.
Rhino's up. On. I'm just gonna kind of walk just in the middle of everyone. He thinks he's got... Actually, no, he's gonna walk up there. Good lady say, look, kid, we're not gonna hurt you. Just stay where you're at and no one's got anything to do with anything. Which, by the way,
What does that even mean?
he's not going to explain himself. And it's your turn, by the way.
I do like the fact how 4 of the goons have conveniently placed themselves to a point where I can get all 4 of them in a radius burst, but not the 2 people who I'm trying not to hurt.
I didn't even think of that. Nice.
And drop an area burst here, with Rhino, Orange Dot, Blue Dot, and Red Dot.
All right.
And we are going to use Double-Edged Sword. So I'm going to need dodge checks from everybody involved. The dodge check DC is 20.
Okay, so let me see who can actually make that real quick.
Like they were just being good old prisoners, and like Harrison over there is going nuts.
All right, so so Red Dot makes it. Blue Dot doesn't. Okay, Orange Dot's the goon. Orange Dot doesn't. And pretty sure the only way Un's gonna be able to make this is oh, that's right, I did get okay, so he can theoretically make this. He doesn't.
Theoretically, he didn't.
No.
So, based on the way the house rules, the rules work, pretty sure Red Dot is going to be perfectly fine. He'll have to make a DC 12 toughness check. The rest have to make DC 25s.
So, about that.
As do I, by the way.
Oh, you have to hit yourself?
Side effect, I hit you, which means I have to make the save.
Oh, that's right, yeah. Alright, so what's the toughness for Red Dot?
12.
So,
I got him! I got him!
He collapses immediately. So, let me roll for Blue Dot. I'm not gonna bother, actually, because his toughness is 3, and he's a minion, so he also collapses immediately. Let's see here. We'll do the goon, who I actually have to roll for, because he's not a minion. So he's gonna take, what is that? That's
1 bruise.
1 bruise. All right.
Yep.
So injuries 1. I like that. And then
Yeah, I was I was expecting that.
he's fine. He's
Also, for those of you watching, basically sort of at the center there, there's sort of weird vortex of black and red energy just appears, and when it disappears, the first 2 goons are just sort of in a as the left hand of the kid sparks, and you sort of and I take a bruise myself.
all right. So let's see. Yeah, oops. So this guy is out.
So just got serious.
Out. Now, I'm gonna ask you, since you're the one who did it. Are these guys dead or are they incapacitated?
They are. I leave that up to you, actually, as the GM.
Well, I was gonna ask what kind
Harrison is not trying to use lethal force.
Right.
If it happens, it happens.
So right. So what is that move again? So double-edged sword. What exactly does that do?
It's burst area damage.
Well, no, I know. No,
Burst area magical.
no, yeah, I know that. RP wise, what does it do? Like, what happens when you use it?
Basically, a sort of vortex of energy sort of appears and just pelts them with this sort of weird, life forcey kind of magic.
Okay, I'll say they're incapacitated.
Yeah.
Very incapacitated, but not dead. So you didn't kill people. Good job for you. Congratulations. All right. Okay, so
I'm helping!
You are helping. All right. So, was there anything else you're gonna do?
Nope, because I had already moved.
Alrighty. All right. So Red Dot's unconscious. Green Dot is going to see this, and he's gonna run up here because he's a hero. Not really. And he's going to point his gun at you and fire his zap stun. 20,
That will hit.
That's your fortitude, actually.
That's the good one to go after with Harrison.
All right, I'll need a DC 20 All right.
Alrighty.
So you're dazed. All right. Next guy is just gonna. Since green's moved over there, now purple's gonna move in to keep the other two in check. And blue dot's unconscious. All right. Goon's gonna run over to these guys. He's gonna notice that they're still alive. You know, like they're breathing, so they're still alive. So he's going to point his gun threateningly at you. And he's. He wants to fire, but oh god. Okay. He's going to listen to his boss and not fire at you. His will is -1, by the way. In case you're wondering.
He's a true lackey.
Exactly. Lagoon is going to look at you and hold his gun up threateningly. Be like, alright, that's enough. This guy's still covering the other two. Travis, you've just seen magic happen in front of you. What do?
Okay, so first question, kind of important for this bit. Does Chet have any coins on him, or was it all cash?
He does have a few quarters he uses.
Chet feels a vibration in whatever pocket those coins were in.
Okay, he looks down at his lucky quarters for flipping, and doesn't know what's up. He goes to kind of grab hold of them.
And as he does that, they kind of just float out of his hand and just fly at that green dude.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, you hit him. You hit him and you knock him unconscious. Oh.
So, because that was Chammy and Krim combining with Chammy's quarters, does that mean that guy was drawn and quartered?
That's clearly a photograph.
Mm-hmm.
What did you just do with those?
I don't know. Maybe I did something with it. I check out with Marble. Marble, what'd you do to my coins?
Marble kind of chuckles at. I didn't do anything. I don't have kinetic powers.
Who's Marvel?
And see, it's long story. Anyway, wait.
When you say
what did
that,
you do?
Wait, when you say that, Marvel appears at your shoulder just really quickly, gives a wave, and then disappears again.
Does Travis see that?
He did it so Travis would see that. Yes, Travis sees that.
So basically, it's like Mr. Mitzelplex.
Something like that.
That's
Yeah.
a good comparison.
So Travis is kind of freaking out at this point because he just saw a whirlwind of black and red energy. Then he just saw quarters fly and knock someone out. And then he just saw a little something appear on a skunk's shoulder. So he has no clue what's going on. And then he's like, crap, I'm late.
There are more important things going on right now.
I'm imagining the White Rabbit right now.
That just happens to be the screensaver of his watch.
A+.
Okay. Well, anyway, that ends my turn.
Alrighty. Marvin is, Oh, hey, this thing actually does have public restrooms. Huh. Didn't notice that down there. Oh. They're out of order.
Yeah, there was no window anywhere.
Exactly. Marvin's heading in the direction of the vault. He's behind the teller's windows, and at this point isn't really seeing anything that's going on. Chet, you're up.
Alrighty, Chet's less concerned about Marvin because he just saw magic happen, a kid get hurt, and his quarters fly out of his pocket. So, he just kind of mumbles to himself, Alright. This is going to be happening, okay. Follow the dice, follow the dice, follow the dice. He kind of goes into his pocket and kind of shuffles his hands around, and he gives his little cursed dice a bit of a throw.
Okay, what's 4 do?
Alright, 4. I wrote down a list.
Yes.
4 is Hade's Flame. Okay, so Chet kind of looks at the guys who are kind of quarrying this kid and just saying, okay, gotta do this now. And he lets loose a bolt of fire right about... I don't know what I roll for that, but I'll press the button. Did I roll anything?
The button will take care of it, I promise.
Okay.
The button will take care of it. Trust the button. Who are you attacking, by the way? Oh, it's a burst thing.
So, like
right,
with
now it's
mine,
focused over here.
Yeah. So, like with mine, this is dodge over this dodge because it's a DC 23, meaning it's a rank 8. So the dodge initial check is 18.
Okay, so Goon can make that. Wait. Can he make that? Oh, I don't have his dodge in here properly. There. That's... makes much more sense now. Alright. Nope!
He can make it, but he won't.
Nope.
Alright, doesn't make it either.
So DC 23s for both of them.
Alright, so Mr. Goon...
I imagine will be making...
Okay, so math is
Not
difficult.
fortitude, toughness.
What'd you say?
It's a toughness.
It's a toughness, not a fortitude.
Oh, I hit the wrong button. Okay, so that's about what it was. Difference anyway. So, that's what a bruise and a daze.
Bruise in a daze, yes, sir.
Alrighty. I have to actually I just realized I can't mark these on the same sheet, so I actually have to keep track of these guys differently.
You put icons like on their icons?
I don't want to fill. Trust me, that would be a bad idea. Although he's the only one getting hit right now, so that toughness is actually 1 less. So it's actually a 15.
Still the same thing.
That's what I thought. All right. Okay. Right. I gotta roll the other guys. Toughness, right? Okay.
Yeah, like I said, I expected to make it.
Speaking of which, it's
He kind of also tells Travis, like, just chill out, stay here on the bench, don't move, okay?
Don't worry.
So, as this is happening, sees kind of... Well, actually, hold on. Let me see if he actually did see any of this. I should totally have done this before. Okay, so, all he says is, like, all he saw was his guy just collapse. He didn't quite see what happened, but he's kind of stomps his foot on the ground and screams out, "Magic!" Like, in Marvin's direction as kind of a warning. So he's going to come down here, and he's going to look at both of you, and he's going to put his hands on his hips and says, "Who did that?"
Did what? There was a lot of stuff that just happened here.
Right, he's going to punch you.
What? No! There was legit a lot of stuff going on.
I know, but he's going to punch you anyway. And I forgot to put this... I forgot to put his unarmed attack on the...
Not that I don't deserve it.
Roll
but...
20, so I'm just going to roll this innately. Or naturally, I should say. Let me bring this up here real quick. I never actually used the unarmed attack in real life, so...
Me neither. I'm a lover, not a fighter.
Right, so never mind. That's against your parry, I think, but I'm pretty sure 10 isn't going to hit, so...
No, it's not.
Parry, it's close. But yeah, it does not hit.
No, remember, it's that plus 10.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Fair.
My parry's pretty bad.
That's fine. So he's good, just kind of... He goes to punch you, but he just, like, overswings you. Like, roar.
He just hits the
Jet
table.
flinches.
Right. Oh, there you go. Yeah, he just hits the table. Trying to look like he was... He tries to look like he was intimidating you.
It worked.
Harrison.
Alrighty, well, Harrison's gonna have a little fun here because he now knows the Rhino is freaked out a little bit about the magic stuff, and he was trying to warn his buddy at the vault. So, I have a little skill here that we're gonna be a little. So, technically, would you consider this an urban area?
Not... Well... Define exactly what you're talking about.
I have wall crawling limited to urban areas. Basically, I'm trying to Spider-Man on the bank walls.
Right.
And I need to know if I can do it or not.
Yeah, sure, what the hell.
Okay. So Harrison looks around, sees a couple of light sconces, and grabs one, swings, and is now half hanging on the wall.
There you go.
And is conveniently enough, since he's right-handed and the magic comes from his left hand, he's sort of hanging on with one hand, got his legs crossed, and just sort of looks and goes, "Why are we so jumpy? Maybe somebody has something they need to apologize for." And we're going to again. We're going to use voice. Actually, this time because I made the riff, we're going to use Redeemer's Recompense on Unimportant.
Gotcha. One real quick. I forgot. I keep forgetting the bank manager. On his turn, he cowers in the corner over here.
Very important.
Anyway, so sorry. Go ahead.
Does a 21 hit our rhinoceros friend?
I'm actually pretty sure it does. Let me check though, real quick. Yeah, that hits.
Okay, he needs to make a will save, DC 22. This is a weaken awareness effect.
Where's my guy's sheet? I had too many sheets open. All right, what is it?
This is a weaken awareness effect. So for every point you fail by, awareness goes down by 1, which mostly affects the wills. Yeah, he's completely.
Right. So his awareness is 0.
It's now a negative 12, which means he's a sniveling pile of nothing.
Oh, wait, no, base 0. Taking this in.
I'm good. I don't suffer the backlash.
All right. So
yeah, unfortunately, I think the rule. I have to look at the rule, but what happens when you go past -5 on a stat? I know there's some sort of dying or something involved. I don't know what it is for awareness. Let me check.
That's horrifying, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't expecting to roll that low.
I did roll a 3.
Move on to the goons while I figure it out.
Fair enough. So red dot's unconscious, green dot's unconscious, purple dot. Like, he's just gonna run over here and just gonna shoot at you. this time he's not using a stun gun.
Shooting at Harrison.
Yeah. 19 to your dodge, I believe.
Will miss. Barely. He monkeys around on the light post, just sort of like.
Pew pew. It's a laser.
Speaking of lasers.
Alright, 1 second. Alright. Actually, guys, while you're doing that, give me a second here while I catch Nora Aistia up on what's going on in text. So give me a second here.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Oops. Ah. Alright, we're back.
Welcome back.
Oh, except crap. All the cameras in the wrong spots. One second, everybody, as I fix that. Hey, hi, Nora.
That's right, I'm on push to talk. Hello.
Good to have you join us.
Alrighty, real quick. Debilitated intellect, awareness, or presence means that the person is unaware and remains so until restored to at least a -5 rank in the ability. Yeah, he's just sort of sitting there.
Unaware is an actual status effect?
Yeah, debilitated is the name of it.
Oh, okay.
If an ability rank drops below -5 for any reason, that ability is said to be debilitated, and the character suffers more serious effects than just a penalty to certain traits as follows. Debilitated strength, agility, or dexterity means the hero collapses, defenseless, immobilized, and stunned. Debilitated stamina means the hero is dying and suffers a -5 modifier to fortitude checks to avoid death on top of it. Debilitated fighting means the hero is dazed and defenseless and cannot make close attacks. And debilitated intellect, awareness, or presence means the hero is unaware, which means you cannot make checks for anything, and remains so until restored to at least the -5 rank in the ability.
Well, apparently my idea of doing this in studio mode didn't work, so everybody saw that, but whatever. Alright. Okay. Nora, do me a favor. Roll your character's initiative for me. Okay. Alright, so that happened, but here's what's gonna happen. We're going to interrupt the initiative order real quick because as all of this is happening in the bank, you guys see a shoot, or we don't actually have a picture for you.
It was on my sheet. Whoops.
Yeah, on the sheet, I don't have access to the base file to upload it. I said you guys are responsible for that.
Right. Well, yeah. Oops. Well, get that uploaded real quick. I actually have to run to the restroom as well, so 5 seconds or 2 minutes. Be right back.
Alrighty.
This would be the point where we would put an ad up if we ran ads on our channel.
Maybe we need to memorize some kind of jingles.
No.
So, yeah, go out and get yourself a Lutra Otter Pop.
My favorite flavor.
Tastes like Hairball.
Say fish.
Swedish fish.
Which actually make pretty good ice cream, I imagine.
It is actually excellent Italian ice. We have
Oh,
an
yeah, that'll be
Italian ice
fantastic.
called Rita's around here, and they do Swedish fish Italian ice. Amazing.
Ooh. Did you get the picture thing taken care of, by the way, Nora? Nope, looks like you did. Oh wait, no, that's not you.
Yeah, it looks like his character has an image.
Should be now.
There we go.
So you
There
can
it is. I
just
see
take
it.
your character and drag him along.
Got it. All right. TJ's not back yet.
Hi.
Hi. All right. So, in the middle of all of this, have you anybody here seen the show Quantum Leap?
Yes.
No.
I've heard about it.
Okay. So, you know that blue leap effect that they do all the time because it's part of the show. It's kind of the main.
Basically, okay. So,
So basically,
basically
we're
the
doing
best way to
slide.
describe
Gotcha.
it
What do you say?
is he'll appear. Basically, you'll see like a blue silhouette of a human figure generate, and then it will turn into the solid image
Exactly.
of whoever is teleporting in,
Exactly.
That sounds
followed
cool.
by an oh boy.
Norisha, how do you pronounce your character's name? Is it Everest?
That is correct.
Everest. All right. So, Everest, this is what you see when you show up in the bank. You see 3 people unconscious, a rhinoceros sitting on the ground, basically like completely unaware. He's not actually doing that, but he's completely unaware of his surroundings and whatnot. He looks completely spaced out. You see somebody hanging on the wall over at the side, and you see an anthropomorphic skunk and a human just kind of like down, cowering by the queue line, and through the windows of the clear glass walls in the manager's office, you see the manager huddled in the corner on the phone, looking whatever. You show up and say what?
And I'm really gonna get that teleport spell down. This is Middleton PD. What on earth is going on here?
Anybody care to respond? We're going to pause initiative for the moment.
So yeah, they're trying to rob the bank. I'm trying to stop them. The skunk's missing money, and I don't know what that guy's is, but I think he's having a nervous breakdown. Oh, and I think the manager crapped himself in his office.
All right,
That
well,
about sums it up.
you guys over there, you're under arrest.
Well, hold on. Did you just teleport in here?
Yes. Well, it took a few
Do you
attempts.
think you can teleport me out of here? I'm really late, and I need to get going. So can you just teleport me out here, and then you can come back and do whatever you need to do?
No one's leaving until I've done an investigation.
But I'm behind schedule.
I have to do this by the book. I can't get fired on day one.
Well, at least the police finally arrived, I think.
Because then you're helping me out.
You're going to have to wait, sir.
So,
You looking at him, Evers can almost see tears in his eye.
so, Purple Dot kind of sees this. Actually, no. Purple Dot's more focused on Harrison because of what just happened. So he's going to fire his gun at you, and
Miss.
miss. Okay.
I love how it says pew pew. It's a laser.
Yeah. It's like it said insert description like it's a laser pew pew. Okay, blue dot's unconscious. Orange dot, he's not even going to bother like thinking about what his boss wants anymore. He's just going to shoot at you.
At who?
I'm sorry,
Me.
at Harrison. Yeah,
At me.
he doesn't care. The police have just showed up. Apparently, he's going to kill or try to shoot the guy that did something really crazy.
The guy that just that will actually hit, and the multi attack will hit by a tier too. So I have to make a DC 27.
There you go.
Can I actually invoke luck? I don't want this kid to get hurt. Force this
You
guy to do a
certainly-
reroll.
All right. Is that what is that?
It's a reactionary power that can be used once a round.
What's
Indeed,
around?
and using all my luck uses.
Oh, how many of those you got?
5 at the moment, plus my hero point. So this is now going to become 4.
Gotcha. Ooh.
And apparently, Marble likes me. It misses.
Whew. Alrighty.
Every time you use one of those powers, you definitely get the feeling that Marble is, like, happy.
That's pretty happy, too.
Meanwhile,
Also, there's this look of sheer panic on Harrison's face as the laser's just sort of coming right at him,
Yeah.
and then just sort of like misses at the last second.
Yeah.
He's just like ghostly white, like
yeah. So that just basically, like, that laser just slammed right past your ear. Like, you can smell the burning, like, plaster on the wall you're like, hanging on. Yellow Dot is going to turn to the guy who just showed up, and he's going to fire a gun at you. So, Nora, this is against your dodge. And that's not the right character. He's not going to be useful for ever.
You really don't want to do this.
Oh, he doesn't have the chance to hear you say that, because he's just going to reactionarily shoot at you. 24 to your dodge.
that will unfortunately
that-
hit you.
That will hit.
Okay. By how much?
There's
my
no
dodge-
tears. It hits by 2.
Okay, well, that's
So,
fine.
no tears.
So, 25 toughness save, please. Ooh. Okay, so you can take, was that bruise a days or something? What is that?
Yes, sir. Bruise on a days.
All right. He looks happy. Travis.
Okay, so how audible are the pew pews?
I mean, it's a laser gun, so yes. Take
Okay.
G.I. Joe.
So, Travis wasn't even aware that Yellow was over there because he was kind of so focused on everything going on in front of him.
Right.
And all of a sudden, he whips his head around to Yellow, and one of the sofas over in the waiting area sort of just skirts right across the ground, right into the back of the legs of Yellow. That's to trip him, and it's actually it's a DC 16 save that he has to make against the trip.
Opposed by acrobatics or athletics.
Actually, he might have one of those. He has acrobatics. Well, how much was it again?
16.
Oh. So he almost
That's
trips.
So it sort of just bumps him, and he...
Well, he's definitely taken aback by that. Like, which one was that against, just so I know?
Yellow.
Gotcha. Okay.
So he's now, like, half sitting on the couch? He's kind of, like, spladled?
Right.
Maybe, like, on the arm of the chair or something like that.
Right. Exactly.
And all that Travis is thinking is, what the heck is going on? Like, totally clueless that he has anything to do with this.
Right. All right. Marvin's opening the vault. And he is in here doing his thing. Chet! You've got a completely spaced out rhinoceros and mostly not dead but severely injured people around you.
Alrighty, at least they're not mostly us. Chet does see the sofa that slides out and, like, bumps against the back of Yellow, and he gets an idea this is probably not something he's done. He doesn't know what's happening, but maybe he can see if he can help it out. Let's see what he's gonna do. He takes his dice and trusts in them. That's bad. Okay.
So as
yeah, go ahead.
So as you're rolling your die, Marvel just immediately just jumps into your head. It's like, hey, that was great, wasn't that? Oh, that was really cool. Oh, I really, really like that. Oh, I'm sorry, you tried to do something. Doesn't matter, sorry.
For good reason, Chet is distracted.
He's arguing with the voice in his head. All right. Rhino guy gains a awareness.
He's at -11!
Yeah. He looks slightly less spaced out. Hold on. Bank manager is gonna stay right there and keep yelling into his cell phone. Harrison, you're up. Do something.
Alrighty, Harrison's gonna make a perception check to see if he sees Tall, Dark, and Stupid going to the vault. Yeah, I'm assuming he does.
What was that? I'm sorry. You cut out.
Do I see Max von German stereotype going to the vault?
From where you're at, on the wall, through the windows, you know he's over there, and you know what? You hear the vault open. I'll tell you that much.
And that was me getting paid rent. Since we're in a bank, I figured it was appropriate to have money being thrown everywhere.
Exactly. Okay, so anyway, I don't know if you heard that or not, but basically...
I did hear you.
So you know he's over there, and you hear the vault door opening. You can't really see from where you're at there, but you have a pretty... Let's put it this way. You have a pretty good idea that's where he's going.
In that case, I am going to need to make an athletics check to get to use my speed, because mine is athletic space required.
Mm-hmm.
Which I do. So I have a speed rank of now 2. Which is 120 feet around.
Mm-hmm.
Which will get me to the vault. Even taking the circuitous route around.
Right, which is what you've got to do.
And Harrison's going to sort of go in and sort of slide in and pop up. What do we have in here?
Well, when you get inside, you see him already having opened a safety deposit box. You don't see cash in said safety deposit box. What you do see, however, is a giant white orb. No, kidding. It is, however, a green jewel. Something you've never seen before. It looks... You would think, wow, this looks really, really worth something.
You got a Chaos Emerald.
Okay, there you go. We'll go with that. So
That's what I was thinking.
wasn't
too.
actually what I was thinking, but sure. It
Does
looks
his
like
hair turn gold?
actually no, but he grabs it, and his hair doesn't turn gold. It lights on fire. As he
I don't think that
starts
happened.
as he starts screaming. And Harrison, roll me a perception check while you're there. Okay. Through his screaming, you hear him also yell out the words, "No! No! That wasn't supposed to happen!"
Do we hear that out here?
Give me perception checks. Yes. Travis does. Yes. No.
Well,
Chet, you're too distracted from Marble in your head, just
that makes perfect sense.
making fun of you for, being distracted. Even though he's the one distracting you.
And that makes sense, too.
Okay.
Who's the guy screaming? Like, what's going on there?
So, what was supposed to happen?
He doesn't respond to you because he's clearly in searing pain right now.
Well, since it worked so good the first time, and he feels like this guy needs to apologize for robbing, we're going to use Redeemer's Recompense again.
Go right ahead.
Although I don't think a 16 is going to hit.
Well, it would have actually hit him. But your power does hit him. It doesn't seem to do anything, because there's one little problem. His mind isn't there anymore.
Okay. So, yeah, I can't weaken something that's not there.
You are correct.
Nice.
We'll get to why on his turn.
By the way, there's actually nobody in the room, but the look of sheer panic on Harrison's face is just like, he's white as a ghost.
Like, you know your power because you've used it a few times. You know that should have done something. It's not doing anything.
Exactly, which is why there's a look of sheer panic on his
Exactly,
face.
yeah. Okay, red dot's out, green dot's out, purple dot heard that and is basically just going to, like, walk in this direction and wonder what's going on. And he also sees the person who is claimed to be from the Middleton City PD's office and looks at him and kind of points his gun in his direction and then just kind of doesn't. It's like, what's going on? That guy's out. This goon is gonna kind of kneel down to By the way, Nora, this is the rhinoceros here. His name is unimportant. You'll notice it's unimportant. You can call him.
We can't see the name.
Yeah. Oh, you can't see it on the turn order?
Nope.
No, it just is a
we only
picture
see
of
our
him.
names.
Oh, jeez. Gosh, I'm sorry. I can see all of them myself. Hold on a second.
That's because it's your job to do that. We
Yeah.
can only see what's visible to people.
Luckily,
Right.
you handily labeled them with dots for us.
Right, that I've got. Okay, so here, I'll let you see his name. Did that do anything?
Yes.
There you go. Because this is the only name. Well, actually, him and, well, Marvin doesn't really matter as much. So, this goon's gonna kneel down to, unimportant and try to, like, snap him out of whatever trance he's in. I don't even know if there's a role that can help him with that. If there is, he doesn't have it.
Yeah, they're definitely. You would need a healing that has restorative.
Oddly enough, almost did. Travis, you're up.
Okay, so Travis heard that loud noise.
Oh, by the
So
way, this
he-
goon does nothing. Sorry, go ahead.
He stands up and turns around. Now, does he have... Can he see the vault?
Not...
Like,
Yeah.
not into it, but just see where the vault is.
Yeah, you can from where you're at, kind of, because you got the teller windows right here. You've got whatever the world this is right there, probably just like a workstation, but you can see that's where the vault is.
Okay, well, I mean, hold on. Let me do this, actually. Maybe? It's not giving me a line. Okay, well, anyway, I think I have a direct line of sight.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he stands up. He whips his head around to see what it was. And right as he does that, the vault door slams shut.
Oh,
And I did check, and the vault door does way less than my move object.
oh God.
Wow. Doesn't that shut off? Well, I'm not gonna say anything. How do they get out?
Oh, very easily.
So Marvin, as I said, is screaming, and you notice his skin starts to change a little bit. It starts, along with the burning hair, his skin lights on fire as it starts turning a bit blackish and reddish, turning into what
Oh my
is...
God, I found James Woods.
Not quite. As his skin gets rougher and he starts getting larger, and you see no longer is there a Marvin. Like, Marvin is gone.
Yeah, by the way, if Marvin turns into a Martian, I'm smacking you.
Only if he asks about an earth-shattering kaboom.
Yeah, I was gonna say, hold on.
Yeah, that's
If I had the token for Marvin the Martian, I totally would have done it right there. It just completely changed everything I was going to do. No. In its place, is this.
Is that the flame of...
That's from Thor, right?
I have no idea. I typed in what I typed in and got a thing, and I'm like, oh, that's cool.
It is cool.
So
Looks almost like the flame of Barador.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was thinking Surtur.
Shall not pass.
See, I was thinking more like, it looks a little like Brunhilde from Final Fantasy 13 also.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see that.
all
That
right.
is a very dangerous room right now.
How big is he in there?
He's large.
Thanks, jerk.
You didn't see you go in there.
By the way, since the vault door is closed, it's getting pretty hot in there.
No.
It's getting hot in here. So anyway,
Don't encourage him. He's already pantsless.
So anyway, so here's what's gonna happen. He's not gonna attack you directly, but I didn't get the chance to put all these in Roll20, so I'm just gonna have to roll these normally. But his tail is gonna kind of whip around because he's got a tail now, by the way.
I whip my tail back and forth. I whip my tail back and forth.
Right, yes. So, he is going to do that. I need to know what the DC of that is, or the roll on that is, because it doesn't tell me.
For the record, my roommate just stuck his head in here just to say no.
Nice. Oops, alright. Alright, so this is against your parry.
That will miss.
Oh, that's good.
Does it? Yeah. She's like, ah! And ducks.
I was actually, it was tripping, so you probably jump over it.
Okay.
So as you scream, though, his head kind of turns towards you, and now he looks down and sees you. But that's his turn. Chet! By the way, none of you see any of this because the door's closed.
Right.
Or hear any of this, because the door is closed.
Because the door's closed.
I didn't hear the screaming because I was too distracted, but I sure as heck probably heard that vault door close. That's a big freaking thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm at least going to look back and see that and be very confused. But there's more things going on kind of in front of us. We still have a apparently magical policeman. Yeah, so I got to shake my head and kind of get the cobwebs out and say, okay, Did this already. Made a big fireball. I can do this again. Right. Okay, so he backs up, wiggles his fingers. I can do this again. Let's see.
Jamie used metronome.
Yes, it was super effective.
There you go. 4. What is 4?
4 is the flame again. He's like, all right, I knew it. Yeah. Okay. So the energy coalesces into his hand. He's like, yeah, this is familiar. And he goes and looks over at the fire guy and the orange guy trying to help him. He knows that's trouble, so he's gonna try to incapacitate them because he imagines policeman has it covered over there. So firing over at Orange and Rhino.
Rhino can't even make the save.
No, he's not doing anything.
I imagine the blast just knocking him over flat on his face.
Okay, DC 23 on that.
So, 18 dodge check from Orange Dot.
Oh, Mr. Goon. Can you actually make that? Oh, you do.
Wowzers.
In this case, now a DC 18 toughness save.
Yeah, about that.
Roll your nat 20. No, or not.
See here, that's 13. So what is that?
That's an ouchie.
3 tiers. So what is that? 3 tiers?
No, it's just it's 2 tiers because you made the dodge check, so it's another bruise in a day.
Bruise in a days, okay.
Alright, so Chet does that. To try to... What happens to the Rhino?
Make a toughness save too, because he doesn't get the dodge check. He's just like,
yeah. He's just spacing out, he's just spacing out, looking forward, just completely dumbfounded by everything.
What did y'all do to him?
It wasn't me, it was a little demon kid.
He just got blasted. He's like, who that tickled?
Hey, so Un is slowly becoming more and more aware.
Also, do I get a turn at some point?
Oh yeah, aren't you on here? You didn't?
Nope.
Oh,
Did he actually roll his initiative?
well,
yeah, it was a 10. So
yeah, well, he's
Which means
slotted
you
at the
come after
bottom.
me.
yeah, so he should be in here now. So you're in
He's
here.
he's the last. He's the bottom of the initiative.
Yeah, so you should be in here. Why aren't you in here? Boom, there you are. You're here. It's your turn.
It should be my turn.
It is your turn.
All right. I'm assuming that y'all aren't going to come quite. So this is after the... What's the purple guy down here doing?
He's confused.
Okay, that works. Then, this is after the yellow. And you just see what appears to be nothing constricting this guy into himself.
So yeah, that's a fortitude save. SpaghettiOs.
Yeah, fortitude save from purple dot guy?
Yellow.
Yellow dot. Oh, different guy. Okay. So fortitude, you say, hey? Yep, I'm pretty sure that's, he's paralyzed.
He's, yeah.
You're under arrest.
I was hoping you had some handcuffs.
We actually
That's
have...
effective.
Yeah. We actually have a thing for that.
Just as good.
Yes. Alright, so he's bound. As far as I'm concerned, he's out of combat. The bank manager. Still just kind of hiding. Harrison. You're in a vault with a large fire demon. Go.
Well, Harrison knows he's not going to break that vault door open himself, so he's going to use the trick ability.
No one ever said it was locked.
He's not strong enough to open the door.
Okay, well,
it's a vault.
That's also true.
So he's
Just push
basically
really
going
hard.
to he's basically going to stand there in front of the door, goading the demon to try and attack, and then dodge out of the way at the very last second, hoping the demon rips the door off its hinges in some way, shape, or form.
Okay.
And if you need the reference, OPT, vault doors are typically about 600 pounds.
Okay, great. So, he's gonna attack you. Wait, so I can't attack yet, actually, because it's not his turn. Or how does that
He
work?
has to.
He makes an insight check versus my deception check.
Insight?
You did give him insight, right?
I did. I don't think he should have it, quite frankly. Oh, it's okay. It's low. That's fine. Nope, he doesn't.
All right, in that case, he falls for my trick and will attack what I want him to attack, which is, in this case, the door to try and open.
Okay, like right now or on his turn?
On his turn when he attacks me.
That's fine. All right. Is that it?
That's my turn, yep.
Alrighty, red dot's out, green dot's out. Purple dot is just gonna toss his gun at Irv. How do you pronounce your guy's name again?
Everest.
Everest, right, Everest. He's gonna toss his gun at Everest's feet and just kind of like stand with his hands up.
Just up against the wall. Give me a minute.
Yeah, need that. Actually, no, he'll do it here because that's the thing. This orange dot is just kind of kneeling down by Un. He's not really looking like he's doing anything anymore. Yellow dot is currently basically handcuffed or paralyzed or whatever you want to say. Travis, you're up.
Okay. Well, first off, I'm doing this. No, he is completely still unaware that it is him doing all these things.
I love this concept.
We're gonna get through this entire combat, and you're not gonna have no idea that he's had any part of this whatsoever.
I
Yep.
was all really lucky.
So, seeing that, Orange Dude is completely involved in the stuttering, oblivious rhino, Travis makes a run for the manager's office to hide.
No one's gonna stop you. All right. All right, so tail whipping time. This is gonna go right towards that door.
Yep, my whole plan is for him to grab onto the door and rip it back open.
Cool. What is an attack for an inanimate object?
10.
That works. All right. So his tail, basically with your trick, he swings his tail, maybe at you, maybe not, but whatever. It slams into the door. The vault door, it doesn't collapse. It flies feet, into this here and basically destroys whatever desk work area that is right there. So this is now destroyed. The vault door is off of its hinges entirely. You all can now see, oh, by the way, it gets slightly less hot in the room now since it's not contained. But you all can see no perception checks needed. You all see this. Because clearly, you're all going to see this. As the fire demon growls and snarls and all of these things, and doesn't look like it understands anything at the moment. Chet, hi, your turn. Do something.
The heck were they keeping in that vault? Holy cow! Okay, Chet stares over at the vault, very perplexed and a little bit unnerved, but there's still a situation going on, so he actually pulls out his gun a little bit shakily from his holster, his jacket. He walks over to Mr. Orange here, and he kind of holds And he's like, why don't you just put down your weapon and I think you're done. Step away from the rhino and just chill out.
Keep your hands off the rhino where I can see them.
Are you saying he's hiding something?
Don't touch him there.
So yeah, he tries to talk this guy down into kind of more or less surrendering, giving up his gun.
All right, roll a persuasion check. All right, I'm pretty sure that is contested by insight.
Insider will.
Never mind. Yeah, he's got a -1 to both of them, so he can't possibly beat that. So, you see him.
Alrighties.
You see him drop his gun and take a few steps away.
I motion with my gun over towards the his purple friend over there and take a position next to your friend, buddy. I motion for Everest. Can you do something about this big guy right here next to me? I don't think I got anything that can, make him not move.
Yeah, we can do something about him
All right.
in a moment.
Oh, it's his turn. He's at -9 now. Check that out. Eris, you're up. You just saw you're in the best position to see the door to the vault fly off its hinges and big ugly there.
So, Everest
And
pulls out
a demon.
device. So it pulls out a device. Well, I guess I won't be needing this demon locator. I think I found it.
Wait, you were looking for that?
Yes.
Why?
To stop it.
Oh, cool. Thanks.
Oh, by the way,
Alright.
as you're doing that, roll me a perception check real quick. You notice that your demonic activity detector actually has 2 beeps on it, not just 1.
Wait. There are 2? That's not good.
Do what?
There's 2 demons here.
Oh, no, where's the other? Oh, wait, you know what? Relax on that. That second one's probably just a mistake. Don't worry about it. Trust me.
We'll see about that. As he notices who it's, where it is in the room.
Oh yeah, yeah. You know
Whoa.
exactly. It's coming from the direction of Chet.
It just starts pointing rapidly at the rhino, like,
I mean, it's coming from that direction, so theoretically.
Alright, we'll just see what the other demon is. The rhino's looking like a good candidate.
Meanwhile, Marble in your head is like, "Oh, good going. I'm sure he totally bought that one."
thanks. Wait.
So, but more pressing is the giant demon in the room.
Right? Yeah,
that,
exactly.
So we're gonna try to put it to sleep. That's not gonna go well.
What is that against?
Dodge and then fortitude.
Dodge. Oh, it's a dodge check.
So 18 will hit the dodge. Does 18 hit the dodge?
Oh God, yes.
Yeah, then a fortitude.
Yeah. Fortitude. All right. Fortitude. 26. He's fine.
He's not asleep. Oh boy.
Everest embracing his inner Tella.
Right?
I didn't get a meteor.
Okay.
Just missed.
Bank manager looks over at you and says, "Hey, kid, get out of here!"
At this point, Travis is trying to assess who is more freaked out, the bank manager or him.
It's
Harrison,
sounding like a close race.
Harrison, the door's open.
Harrison's speeding his way out of here because that's a small room with a big demon.
Yeah, it is.
So he's going to use his sort of urban parkour skills to run basically jump up on the teller desk and then vault himself over the plexiglass and land back next to the new wizard who just appeared.
All right.
I just need to make my athletics check for the speed.
Yep.
Which were good.
There you go.
So he runs, jumps, vaults, somersaults, lands next to the wizard, sort of in like the hero pose.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's bad for your knees, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the thing in there is bad for my everything.
You're not wrong.
By the way, Harrison seems to be perspiring a little bit more than one would expect, as he just came out of basically a sauna times 3.
Also, by the way, you see him, the sweat, but it's dirty, grimy, like you've been sweating in a mud puddle.
Right.
Like the person who's sweating hasn't showered in forever. And then he's going to sort of stick his hand out and just fire a blast right from the palm of his hand at the demon. He's using Eternal Ordeal.
All right.
I don't think an 11 hits, though.
Hits what?
Dodge.
It does, actually.
Holy crap. He needs to make a DC 27 toughness save as this bolt of red black energy.
As it turns out, his dodge is 0. He's not very agile.
No, he's probably not.
And he actually does take something. Is it just normal damage for him, or what?
Yeah, just a bruise, yep.
Okay, so I was wondering if it was more of a different effect of some kind.
However, Harrison's taking a much bigger bolt of that as he just sort of gets jolted backwards by like a massive spark back on his head.
Gotcha.
I'm bruised and dazed.
All right. Yeah, I'm just gonna remove the robbers from the initiative and the goons, because after seeing this, everybody who was kind of here, you definitely actually, Everest, Chet, and Travis, give me a perception check. Harrison, you are too distracted with your ouch burning hand thing to notice.
Fair enough.
All right, Travis and Chet, you definitely hear this. Everest, you're a bit too far away. But the orange dot guy, throws his gun to the ground and says, "I didn't sign up for this."
Wait, what did you expect? This is a bank robbery, right?
Yes, a bank robbery. We came in here to steal cash, or so we were led to believe. And then this guy decides to become that. What is
Well,
that?
thank you. Getting a conviction will be really easy today.
Looks over to him and says, "Oh, shut up, copper."
Go stand in the corner.
Okay.
All of you. Go.
Well, he's the only one that's able to do so. Everyone with the red X is either unconscious or bound up, and then there's this guy over here who's already against the wall and is just basically like looking like he's probably gonna pass out because demon.
So who passes out first? The goon, the bank manager, or Travis?
It's a tie.
Well, Travis's turn.
Well, just a side note, out of curiosity, what is going on with the old woman right now?
Oh, she passed out from absolute panic a long time ago.
I was wondering where she was.
At this point, Everett just notices the old woman on the floor. Oh.
Actually, you know what? No. I forgot. There's this conference room down here. You know what? No. She went into this conference room to wait because the other bank tellers came in here with her. She is so hard of hearing, she has no clue what's going on.
I love it. She's just waiting patiently.
Yeah, she's just waiting for
4, 5.
Yeah. No.
Okay, well, anyway, so Travis is sort of still freaked out. He's staring over at the bank manager and notices something over the bank manager's shoulder. And it just so happens that the little business cards from the bank manager's desk are just floating in midair with kind of a magenta shimmer to them. And totally freaked out, suspecting that it is indeed the skunk doing this. He looks out the door towards the skunk, and the little business cards go flying out right into the back of the rhino.
Why are you attacking the rhino?
Because he's in the field of vision. That's what would have happened.
Rhino.
That's some heavy damage roll there for business cards flying through the air.
They're kinetically powered.
I mean, still,
Oh, jeez!
Ooh, we finally nailed it.
we're having steaks tonight, boys.
That's gotta be against the Endangered Species Act.
It's something.
So,
Uh,
so he's unconscious.
that's putting it mildly.
Death by business card.
I'm definitely gonna say he's not dead, but he's unconscious. Like,
500 business cards for $10. We're a cut above.
right, exactly.
Business cards just sort of bent, but all that kinetic energy just blasting him in the back of the head.
Right. So he's
And
unconscious.
there's one, and the bank manager's business card is imprinted, like it's embedded in the back of the rhino's hide.
Exactly. Yes. But backwards, because, you know. Okay, so, that happened. Alright! So, demon guy. He's gonna stomp, stomp, and stomp, and stomp. And he's gonna see this mess of people here. And, well, he's gonna attack with Fire Blast. He's gonna, like, riv his head back, and he's gonna basically blast everybody in this area, including Purple Dot. So it's gonna be you three. It is, let me see here. How did I write this? Did I actually add this to the sheet yet? Yeah. Alright, so this is an area of effect. There's no roll for this. That's not even right. It's a... Okay, so it's a DC 13 for the
It's a
Dutch.
rank 12?
Yeah.
Alright, so if it's a rank
No,
12
it's
damage,
I'm sorry. No, it's a rank 3 damage. It's a DC 13. I don't know what the heck I was rolling here.
okay. Because basically the way area effect works is whatever the rank of the ability is, that's the damage. So rank plus 15 is damage, rank plus 10 is dodge.
Gotcha. Because this is telling me DC 27.
So it's a rank. So in that case, it's a rank 12 damage.
Okay, because it's strength based damage. That's
it's
right.
strength based. Okay, and so strength based. Okay, it's a rank. It's a DC 22 dodge, DC 27 toughness.
Gotcha.
Strength based just does some funky things.
Yeah. So that's all three of you. Okay, so you dodge.
And I have evasion too, which actually makes that a 34. So I
Yeah,
dodge
you
completely
dodge
out of the
entirely,
way.
Yes. Purple Dot's not gonna. So Everest, I think, dodges enough to have to just. What is he at the? You said it's 22. He gets a 25. So what is that?
So he'll make a DC 22 toughness save.
22 toughness save, right? In the interim, Purple Dot's going to be set on fire and scream horribly, and he's actually going to melt in front of you.
Oh my gosh.
Did he just melt?
Well,
And also, I think my pants are on fire.
yeah, so we have actually had a casualty. Here lies Purple Dot.
I like how he gets his skull on crossbones.
Exactly. Well,
Well, he'd be dead. The others are just there. He'd be dead.
yeah. Chet! You just saw this.
Okay. Yeah, this is definitely above Chet's pay grade, which is nothing. So, yeah. I look at the orange dot and said, you don't know what that thing is?
That guy is not good at... He's just staring, like... In fact, he passes out just right in front of you as you ask him that. He just falls unconscious.
That's a yes. Okay, oh boy. conversing with the demon. I did this once. Let's see if we can do it again. Chet walks up here. He talks to the demon. Excuse me. What do you want with this world? You can go home. There is nothing here for you. Basically, he's asking the demon, what does he want?
Right.
Yeah.
Are you actually just asking him what he wants?
I'm just trying to figure out, what
Okay.
are you doing?
Okay. I'm like, you're not using an ability. You're just asking him what he wants. Okay. Roll a diplomacy check for me. I mean, a persuasion check for me.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Ooh.
The demon looks at you and screams and growls and snarls a lot. Marble, in your head, says, he said no.
Huh. I don't know what the no was. Okay, this is bad. I look into the magic to Everest and say, you can handle this, right?
Yeah. Eris is looking for his communication head.
Oh, by the way, after
Forgot to teleport in with.
no, as you did teleport in, like, and you look at your communications device, you realize that nothing's getting out of here as far as like communication wise goes. So,
No, it didn't make it.
Oh, it didn't make it. Okay. That works.
I failed.
So you dropped it on the way in or something. Nice.
I don't have my. This is a horrible first day. That's it.
Alrighty.
Welcome to the force.
Oh, you forgot.
Yeah. Alright then, well, I'm gonna let you handle it, but that just means we gotta take him down, right? So, I look at him, Ted looks at his gun, and he's like, whatever. He tosses it to the side. Yes, I gotta do a thing. And he takes his dice and goes, okay. Let's see if we can do something to help out here. It's like chanting, I'm not a loser, not a loser, not a loser, not a loser. And he gets Zeus's lash. The electricity crackles into his hands. And he goes, all right, whatever this is, eat this! And he throws it at the demon.
All right. That'll hit.
Alrighty. It says there are 3 levels of effect: dazed, stunned, and paralyzed.
What is that? A fortitude save?
Yeah, it should be. I didn't change it.
Yes, it is a line area, so he'll need to make a DC 18 dodge check followed by the fortitude save.
Oh. I guess theoretically he could make this dodge check.
Yeah. Highly unlikely.
Highly unlikely.
No.
Oh, he
Oh,
doesn't.
he's dazed.
He's dazed.
Alright, Chet Nodd's looking pretty self-satisfied and goes, okay, he's all yours, officer.
All right.
It's a small step back.
Everest.
Well, let's lock him up.
You hit.
Fortitude. Yeah, no.
Okay, guys. Magic. I can't arrest this thing. We're gonna have to do something else.
Oh, hold on just a second here. Oh, he rolled like a 7?
I rolled an 18.
He rolled an 18. Okay, I'm going to invoke luck to force a reroll.
Okay. Okay.
Womp womp.
Nuts.
Hey,
Gotta take the lower result.
I rolled low. All right.
Oh, nuts.
Okay. Yeah, he doesn't do anything. Harrison, you're up.
You know, one of these days, Hand, you're not gonna hurt me, when we're trying to help people. Like right now, we're trying to help people. So please don't hurt me. Okay? Good. Nice talk. And he's going to sort of regird himself, brace himself for the inevitable, this is going to hurt anyway. And the first pulse you guys saw, the sort of pulse of black or red energy, is being levied at the demon with Voice of Atonement. Hey, I hit! Will save!
Wait, how much... Yes, you did hit. You did hit. Because it doesn't matter which one you were attacking. And he's dazed anyway, so I don't think it matters. Will save, you say?
Yes, will save, DC 22. He, not only is he dazed, but now he's vulnerable as well because... Oh, wait.
Yay, vulnerability. Congratulations, you've cut his parry. So what do you do when it's half? Are you round up or down?
I always round down.
Okay. Congratulations, you've cut his parry from 5 to 2.
Hey, that's something.
Yes. He's not hard to hit, in case that wasn't clear.
I wonder where we've seen that before.
Right.
Easy to hit, hard to damage.
Right. Travis, you're up.
Well, first off... Okay, I finally realized that it's been me doing that stuff.
So...
You just hear this, oh my gosh, it's been me!
So, Travis sort of looks around, like, frantically. Like, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? And then he reaches in his back pocket and pulls out his wallet. And the debit card comes floating out of his wallet.
This is so good.
And... right at the demon.
Kinetic card.
Well, that hits, because he's vulnerable, oddly enough.
Credit or debit?
Well, let's find out.
Well,
Charge
that
it.
would hit anyway because he had no dodge.
That's
I
true.
think.
Oh, that's right. It's dodge, not the parry. You're right. Oh, wait. He took another bruise. So, he's got 2 bruises now. Oh, he matched it.
Womp womp.
Alrighty. Well, it's its turn. I'm just going to call it it, because it's not Marvin anymore. Alright. Harrison is going to look at you. He's going to do an attack, but before he does so, I actually have to do a fortitude check. Because what he's going to do is he's going to breathe inwards very deeply. He's breathing fire in. And he's able to hold it inside of him and smash it out at you. So, oh.
That will miss.
Yes, it will. Okay, then. Where is it getting -1 from?
The days, maybe? Days invulnerable?
Yeah. Well, whatever. That's the right number because I didn't want to make it too high anyway. So what happens is that is right. Yeah. So basically, what happens is he fires a number of just blasts of fire right past you into the ground next to you. You get the feeling that was gonna hurt. Potentially, because that's not a DC 16. I don't know why it says that. Shouldn't say that. Anyway, Chet, you're up. As I figure out what the heck I did wrong with that.
Alrighty.
Fire.
Chet actually remembers a lot. I wonder if we can, throw the fire, extinguishers on this guy. The sprinkler system. That's gotta be working, right?
There's a big fire demon in here, and the sprinklers aren't already on. Concerned about... I'm kind of looking at... I was just looking at this. And we need to inspect this bank more.
It is probably not up to code. But you have a good point. That means if nothing's going off now, probably won't later. Alright, what to do? Okay, follow the dice. He says this aloud to himself. Follow the dice. Okay, tell me what to do, dice. He looks at his hand starts glowing with a bit of a green energy. He's like, what? Okay. He nods to himself. Okay, yeah, I know what to do with this, I think. Harrison's been hit before. Like, he's been hurt pretty badly, right?
I'm definitely, I've been hurt by myself. I haven't been hit, I've just been hit by myself.
Right.
But yeah, you definitely can see marks and poofs and smoke.
And Everest isn't looking too bad. Because Chet's going to be able to do a little bit of a healing touch on you. So, for now, let's do the healing touch on Harrison. Because, kid, you're looking like you're doing a pretty good job of antagonizing this thing, so let's not get you killed here. I'm not sure if the healing thing requires a roll or not, does it?
It does. It's a d20 plus the rank of the heal.
Okay, Cersei's healing on Harrison.
What's the rank of the heal?
4.
Alright, so in that case it becomes a 18, which will heal technically 2 conditions, so it heals my dazed and...
Nice.
Alrighty, so no fire alarms, no way out, no backup. Yeah, we got this. Takes another casual step back and just for repositioning.
Repositioning.
Everest.
Yeah. This is quite the day. Oh boy.
Just so
Well,
we're clear, you
nothing's-
do got this, right?
Sure. No.
No.
Because a 1 never hits.
Because
Oh, wait, I can force a reroll on that. I can make you reroll that attack.
if you'd like.
You know what? Why not? It's your lucky day.
Wobbuffet. That will still hit his dodge of 0.
Wait, didn't you use that earlier this round?
I used it earlier on the... when does the round start?
Technically,
Top of the
Round starts on me.
Okay, I didn't know if it was like every round, like once per round on my turn.
I mean, I guess technically I could use my own luck there.
True.
Because I don't think I can then, if that's true. Then, yeah, if the
So in
start
that
of the
case,
round.
I'll just use my own luck there to roll that.
Okay. Cool, you hit him. Mystic Bolt. What is that? Is that a toughness save?
Range toughness damage, yep.
Alright. Roll low. Come on. There we go. Alright, so that is a bruise and a daze, I believe.
Yeah, we got this. Maybe.
Don't you have some sort of like demon binding spell or sending him back to the hereafter or anything like that?
It's my first day, dude. Like, they gave me the basics.
The bank manager is actually walking out over all these bodies. He's going over to this coin machine. He hits a few buttons on the coin machine. That's all that happens for now.
It's the secret exit out of the bank behind the ATM!
Harrison.
I can do binding, I hope. And he is going to go ahead and use Voice of Atonement. That's a crit.
Yes, it is.
So I'm going to need a DC 27 will save, keeping in mind this is cumulative.
I rolled an 8.
So he is dazed, vulnerable, stunned, defenseless, and incapacitated.
There we go.
Just pulse of.
So here's what happens. You wrap the...
Also, Harrison's just like, and he's just sort of like stunned in place as well because it backfired on him.
Right. So your power goes into this, basically into binding this demon up. Amazingly doing so, and doing so very well. In fact, Everest is sitting there probably stunned because he's the magic guy. As all this is happening,
You want a job?
you notice a little something though. The body of the demon starts to reform back in, like, it starts to kind of melt, and it starts to reform into a much more familiar, well, not much more familiar, but a much more familiar shape. And I actually have to jump back here to do this. Of, Marvin. However, as the demon's body goes away. However, what's left in his place is kind of a glowing spirit form of that demon. And it forms itself into a red ball of energy and poofs its way through the roof.
We've been over this. It's a white orb.
No, this is red. It's my game. It's red.
Chartreuse?
So, as TG pointed out, after the manager hits a bunch of buttons on the coin machine, a little pathway opens up and he runs in and runs out of there and he's gone.
Oh, well, that's convenient.
So, there you are.
Huh. Well, good job, kid. Jack goes and pats him on the back like, hey, not bad. You are terrifying.
Yeah, sorry.
So
Really sore. Really sore.
just hold on 1 second. And with this, Everest starts to cast.
So
No,
while
just
that's
kinda-
going on, Travis kind of walks over to the pond area, leans over, picks something up, walks all the way over here. Hey, here's those coins from earlier.
Hey, my lucky coins, thanks. I takes them happily and puts them back in his pocket.
Nice.
That's why they're lucky.
So, I think that may have been me.
What, throwing the coins at him?
Yeah.
Oh, nuts! Good job on you. And he slaps his back like, yeah, you got more in you than you look.
He definitely has more in him than you do.
Even if the slap wasn't hard, Travis sort of really exaggeratedly gets knocked forward, totally unexpected.
Yeah, Harrison holds him up hey, oh, it's okay.
So, are we able to leave the building now, or is there still that weird spell holding us in here?
No. Why don't you go look?
Go
I'm
behind the
looking
coin machine that the manager just took.
Wait. The manager just left?
You didn't see it?
I'm gonna need y'all to wait here. I'm gonna have to file a
Oh.
report.
He's supposed to get my debit card.
You may have to delay your schedule a little bit longer.
Harrison walks over, picks up. You mean this one?
No. That has a 3. There. It's supposed to have a 0 or 5.
While this
And May,
going
May.
on, Everest is pulled off his
So-
badge and starting to cuff each one of the.
Harrison
These guys.
walks over. He leaps over the thing again, opens the drawer, finds a Sharpie, closes the drawer, leaps over again, grabs the debit card, crosses out the 3, and writes a 0 in Sharpie.
Meanwhile, Chet walks over to Martin here to see kind of how he's doing after the whole demon experience.
No, that is a dead body.
Okay, making sure. Yeah, this guy's dead.
Not great. I don't have to cuff him.
Suppose that is one good thing.
Yeah, that is a dead and pretty much mangled human mess of flesh and bone. But I mean, it's not that bad. But he's dead.
Ugh.
I only brought 6 charges of handcuffs. Needed more, apparently.
Well, these 3 people, actually, these 4 are completely unconscious. This guy is surrendered. This guy is dead, and this guy is also surrendered. So,
They're all cuffed now.
yeah.
Hey, since you are an officer, it was on my mind, but I forgot. I mean, we have all these robbers here. Somebody did steal my money. I bet maybe one of these chuckleheads has it.
Harrison is gonna use hide in plain sight and sneak out the coin door. 23 is the number, bro.
23 is the number.
Where'd that...
I got a
Wow, I don't even make that.
Nope.
I'm not going to make that.
Alright, well, the
You
rest of
do!
you...
What?
Hey, Chet sees him leave.
Hey, hold on, kid.
Or attempting to, anyway.
It's like, get back here. I see you slinking off.
Yeah, there's cops involved, and I don't like cops.
You just helped stop a
fine.
bank
You just
robbery.
stop-
I think the cops
I
will be
just need-
fine.
Yeah, no,
Just need a quick minute of your time. Just
No,
a quick statement,
sorry.
and then you're free to go.
can't.
Wait,
Gotta go.
What about my schedule? Why does he get to leave? I'm supposed to be playing D&D right now, and he's leaving.
Are you coming or not?
Well, I mean,
He's looking directly at Travis when he says it.
Don't make me arrest you for fleeing.
See, I'd rather not have that happen. I mean, my party really needs their
His
dwarven
hand
druid.
flares. Who are you more scared of, him or me?
Nora, do me a favor. Roll a perception check.
Who?
Nora.
Oh.
Never mind. You're still a rookie.
So I'm afraid of both of you, and
Just give me
My-
your
my
contact
team-
information, and you can go.
his hand is like shaking so badly that you can't actually legibly read what he wrote down. But he hands it to you anyway and just leaves.
I'm
And
so
as he's
getting
doing
fired.
that, Harrison slips out the coin door anyway.
I'm so getting fired today.
or maybe since you stopped a bank robbery, there's some reward money involved. I mean, Crime Stoppers, right?
When you're the police force, it doesn't quite work that way.
Well, what about me?
Well, since you haven't fled or slunk off or used the escape door in the coin hatch, you little coward manager, be arresting him for so many different violations tonight. What happened?
Wait, you're asking me what happened? I barely know.
You were here. You said there was a bank robbery. Someone stole your money.
That's about the size of it. I mean, my money went missing. I looked for whoever stole it. These guys appeared after we couldn't leave for some weird reason. And then they started, like, shooting the place up and demanding to get into the vault and get into the bank's money. Telling us they didn't want to rob us. So thank goodness, but too late.
All right, then. Well, that'll have to be my report. And at this point, Evers picks up the phone and starts dialing headquarters. Yeah, I lost my communicator again. Yeah, I need 2 body bags and a wagon.
By the way, Everest, do me a favor, roll an insight check. There is something you remember about your briefing about this bank. This branch at the bank is actually privately owned. Specifically, this branch of the bank. The police force has been suspecting that this branch has been let's say possibly run by the mafia or the mob of some kind for quite some time now.
Well, there's no one here. So while I'm at it, I'm going to rummage through the manager's desk.
So,
Since he
go ahead. You gonna do an investigation, or do you want to do perception? Just a quick look around. Okay. Well,
that was embarrassing.
yeah, but you do find a few things. Not much, but you find enough that mentions, and since Chet's here, he can probably verify, Mr. Vonister, who was the poor unfortunate soul who turned into a demon just as you got here.
You poor unfortunate soul.
It looks like the bank manager may have known he was coming today.
Interesting.
And as it turns out, may have helped set up the entire thing, with one kind of exception, which you get from the fact that he was pretty much screaming into his phone the entire time after the guy became a demon.
Oh.
So it was an inside job. Interesting.
To an extent. That's what you're getting from that.
As he's running around the desk, Chet will surreptitiously walk over and pick back up his gun that he discarded, because he doesn't really want to leave his fingerprints around there.
You've got fur over your hands.
The
I mean, I'm
police
past
show
my
up and
fingers.
everyone's... The police show up and everyone
surreptitiously pick up the gun?
No, Tej. No.
Oh, you missed one. You missed it earlier, Nora.
Mm-hmm.
Did I miss it, or was I spared from it?
You were spared from.
All right. So, Everest, what are you going to do with Mr. Sid here?
Well, for good measure, I'm going to bonk him in the head.
Wait, what?
You get bonked in the head.
Why? See, so what, I'm doing a dodge on
No,
that?
it doesn't even hit you.
Oh, okay.
You just kind of smacks you upside the head.
What was that?
By
I
the
know
way,
you have a demon.
if we do another one shot based on this, you better put under notes whack.
Yes. Oh, I'm
Oh, yeah.
I've got another session in the planned.
Blame Tej for that one. He loaded these.
Right. So anyway, you guys are doing? Sorry.
But so ever since one goes, I know you are or have a demon.
Okay, yes, I may have a small demon thing going on here. But that was a much bigger demon. It's a much bigger problem. You don't need to worry about me.
So, Everest, as you say that, once again, Marble kind of randomly and quickly appears on Chet's shoulder, kind of waves at you. He whispers into Chet's ear, "We probably should go now." And then he disappears.
You are free to go
Good.
for the
Thank
time.
you. So
But
free to
I'll be
go.
watching.
Gotcha. Free to go.
Go.
I'll just go walk this way, go through the ATM thing.
The
Thank you.
The holding spell is now done, by the way. The door is actually open again.
I'll also go through the little side exit just for safety's sake.
Right.
The ATM isn't having to be like open or anything from that. I'll just go.
No.
All set.
As the issue fades to black, the police show up and Everest is giving them whatever report he can. The last comic panel shows from some room you don't know, we won't know where, somebody in a silhouette is watching the security camera footage of this. And has his hand on his chin like this and simply says, "Interesting." Cut the black. Well, I hope you guys had fun with this.
That was a blast.
I made a rhino go.
That you did.
As
So-
we're fading black, though,
so-
you just hear Everest. It was a demon this big.
Right.
And I mean, like,
So,
Yeah, and then there's literally there's another scene of just of Harrison back in the little one room, like the little basically one room shack him and his mother lives in, and there's just stacks of Chet's money on the table.
yeah. So, Tej, you actually saved that rhino's life.
I did.
Yeah, because his complication is that he is completely 100% loyal to Marvin. And, even though Marvin turned into a demon, he was basically going to offer up his life force to the guy. He couldn't do that because he was basically awake and unconscious. So, in essence, you saved his life.
You saved the rhino! Yay!
Well, if you're going to save something, save the endangered species.
Exactly.
I agree, we need that ivory.
Yep.
Yes. So,
Also, in the panel over there, in the sort of the shack, you see in the corner, Harrison opens a journal and there's just a bunch of names. And because he heard the skunk say his name, he just says Chet, and in parentheses says skunk in this journal. And as the screen sort of fades out, you see he closes the book and it just says debts to be paid.
Nice. All right. So, you guys can add 2 PowerPoints to your characters. I'm planning on having this available for us again, if we need to run again. I don't want this to be the end of this. So, again, I hope you guys had fun. I hope everybody watching enjoyed this as well. But for this lovely group of people here, my name has been OPT
We should
Boy.
be back next week, right? OPT.
Yeah, we should be back with actually, Bay City Chronicles next week.
Issue, what is it, 6? No, it's Fata Morgana. That's what I know the episode title is. Fata Morgana.
You are definitely going to have to, write that out for me.
That's a cool title. It's Morgana.
Right.
Fata space Morgana.
Oh.
You played Persona 5.
Yeah, Morgana.
Okay.
I didn't hear the first word. Anyway, again, for everybody here, my name is OPT Lawyer. Have a good night, everybody.